So today's daily is Umbra Stygian. We do have Seeing Double. When the first friendly unit is summoned each turn, create a copy. This can be great, but it can also be quite annoying, depending on how it works out for you. Tithe, half gold earned, and chunked up. Add 8 calcified amber to your starting deck. These are 3 cost and purge. Seeing double with Umbra is always a double-edged sword. For on one side you can duplicate your morsels. On the other side, if you duplicate the gorge unit, you might not have room left for any morsels. There's yeah. I think let's just jump into it and see what cards we get for our starting deck. So we do have Making of a Morsel and Feast, which is pretty nice. Titan's Tooth, nice way of dealing with potential backliners. Welcome to the stream, Rossum, nice to see you. Here are the Mutators again. Let's see what artifacts we have available. Advanced Prototype and Winged Technology. Winged Technology can be decent. Protects the morsels against sweep and thorns, and you can use them to block single hits. Is the volume lower than usual, Rossum? And welcome to the stream, Emmy Alice, nice to see you. The volume of the game or of my commentary? I think I will go with Wing Technology. Advanced Prototype would make the first few fights a bit easier, but let's go with this one. We do have the option of going Trample or Architect, Monstrous or Architect. If we play Architect, get a double summon on it, then that would mean we would have 3 capacity left on the floor. We use 6, we get 2 additionals, so we are up to 9. So we have 3 left. That's not bad. And Trample Penumbra would just fill out the whole floor by itself. But on the other hand, it would be a lot of power on a single floor. But so is the Architect, so sure, let's go with Architect. I think it should be pretty decent in this challenge. You have me tuned up more than usually have other streams. That's good to know. Mark of Invasion. Now I wish I had the Trample one. We do have Titan's Tooth at the very least. Maybe I need to look at the sound settings after the stream so I can get it working better for next time. Do I care more about... Yeah, I definitely care more about not taking any damage here. We can block 2 hits with this Magma Morsel. I think that's better than eating it. Titan's Tooth is great here. But we could also use it to kill the Collector instead. It's only 25 gold with the Tithe. And we would take some damage if we don't clean this top floor, so I will use that. And let the collector get away. I didn't pay attention to which one our boss was. I think I will need at least some additional power here. Should have placed them in the front instead, but it's not a big deal. So our front line is... So we do 50 damage. We have 5 hits. Yeah, that's more than enough. We can start purging the calcified ember here. Although these weight of contrition are a bit annoying because we do take some extra damage if we don't purge them. So I guess I have to do that. Only a one-turn boss rush, but we didn't take damage. So that's fine for me. You might be right, Advar, but I think we will get chances to consume the calcified embers later on without losing score. But we will see about that. I like me some Pact Mortal. It's free to play out and gives us a little bit of power. We can do it while purging a calcified ember, for example. Currently we lack cards to deal with backline, so that would mean Ice Tornado would be helpful, but Ice Tornado isn't an amazing card. I will take the offering token. Yep, it's good while managing the calcified ember, and it's especially good with Titan's Tooth. We do not have that much gold because of the Tithe modifier, so we are somewhat limited. I do want an Umbra unit eventually, but I think here I will go for spell upgrades. Actually, cost reduction on making of a morsel would certainly be nice. But it's not actually essential. Let me get an Umbra unit here. I do want something with Gorge, potentially. Like an alloy construct. I would have preferred a unit that would have a little bit more defense instead, like one of the Crucible units, for example, to put in front of our Penumbras. But an alloy construct is a bit annoying to use early on. I could also go with the Morsel Master instead. It does have quite a synergy with making of a morsel. Thinking about how this works out for us. Assuming we upgrade the Penumbra once more and play double Penumbra on a single floor. Morsel Master takes 2 morsels to eat. Yes, if I double up on Morsel Master with the seeing double, that's definitely not ideal. I think I will go with the alloy construct. It is pretty strong after all, especially if we can give it another point of multi-strike. Not sure what else we want on it. Potentially I could see us going for a large stone. later on, once we do have Penumbra upgraded once more. So I will leave the slot open. Of course, another multi-strike would also be great. Oh, I do see Thanatos on the map. We do have the sweep boss and the 1 health guys with armor 10. That's a bit annoying. Definitely want to set up on the top floor. Sadly, we do not have any morsels for the first turn, which means our construct will not be active for a while. I should have set that up in the middle, in case the collector spawned there. Collector spawned top, which is rather unfortunate. Definitely need to get a morsel here. Lifesteal is okay. We definitely want to double up on the mortal rather than on the train steward. We will take 2 damage here and the collector will get away. But not much we can do about that. This looks fine. I do need to keep feeding my construct some more to deal with the boss. Now we can do that with the pack morsels. Lifesteal is probably still better than health, even though it doesn't last very long. Still not used to fuel not being a buff anymore. Yeah. I must say I didn't play this guy much when fuel was still a buff. So it's not a huge change for me. Pretty decent. 2-turn boss rush because of the haste guy. Another packed morsels, cave-in and prismal dust. I definitely like myself a good cave-in on dailies. It's a good way to set up on a higher floor and still get a good boss rush, so I will take it. Offering token, flash freeze Titan's gratitude. I think we could still use another offering token. Rain fuel. That sounds nice. Icy Xylophyte could be a way for us to get a very potentially early flying boss kill, but it would require a lot of setup. Cold Salia not so much, but it is nice to have a source of frostbite in the deck. Here's the thing though, Cold Salia is not a very good source of frostbite to go for early flying bosses kills, so I will skip here. Stygian unit upgrades, we do not have much gold, so I think I'd rather go to the left. I think the dupe is probably gonna be packed morsels. Pyre health, not very useful. And maybe a Stygian banner is... No, I think another packed morsels is better than the banner. Monster or spell rail spike? Do we have any units or spell? Well, we do have a lot of units or spells we want to purge, but the question is which one is more important? They might be... I guess Train Steward is at the very least more helpful. Because we can double up on it, and it will be a pretty decent floor just having those two doubled up train stewards. Explosive sigil. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Okay. Shouldn't be a big deal for us. We're not stacking damage shields after all. With the bomb on the top floor, I think we will set up on the second floor. With our double penumbras. And the construct. Kill one of these guys, because we currently don't have the fuel for the construct, so I can only kill 2 units here. Not happy about the bomb being there. Let's see if we can draw into... the offering spell was obviously what I was looking for. We'll get quite a bit of health back this turn, so that's nice at least. I could also Frozen Lance to prevent another 3 damage, but I think I'd rather have this guy out of the deck for now. Here we do have a Titan's Tooth. I could also double up on Train Steward. Sadly, no morsels this turn. Thank you, I do want to purge the Train Steward out. And then I could think about descending, but no good way to use the descent here. Here's a little bit of a problem. These guys explode on death, so it will be exactly 6 damage to our front unit. That means we have to find some morsels to tank for us. We will lose one of these morsels. Probably better to use the lifesteal ones, I guess. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh no, both of these will die. This one would have survived. I miscalculated here. Let's see if we can find a Titan's Tooth. Nope. I will need to. Yeah, I probably should have played the train stewards on the bottom floor, that's right. I will need to thin out these guys a little bit. We are out of fuel here. Good thing I have this Titan Tooth, so I can start feeding my construct some more. We are currently lacking a way to heal up our construct, but this will do. Will it though? A problem here is that Daedalus will one-shot the construct, but we can play morsels to block the Daedalus hit, so that should be fine. Might as well play it. Let these magma morsels deal some additional damage to Daedalus. Okay, this will work too, of course. We can just use Feast on these morsels and easy victory. That wasn't very clean, but it worked out. Shroud mitosis. Sure, I do like me a shroud mitosis. Forever consumed and deep offering. Are these considerations we need to make? Not really, I think. Overgorge. Okay. That is interesting. That might be a potential way to win against flying bosses very early on. So, what do we need? Draw or energy? We still have these calcified embers in the deck, 5 of them, but we should... energy would definitely help getting rid of them. With the Titan's Tooth, we do have 2 offering tokens at the very least. I think we go draw. Yep, I like draw. We need to be able to generate more morsels. We need some cost reductions now, otherwise the draw won't do very much. The left side is certainly appealing with for the cost reductions, but we do not have a lot of gold. Probably better to wait for this shop instead and go to the right here, get some removals and a free artifact. X-cost cards gain +3. Currently not useful. Sigilled Seaweed isn't bad, especially against these harvest guys that gain armor. Let's take the Seaweed. Morsel Maker, now with 2 Gorge floors, with the Overgorger being on the second one. Morsel Maker is appealing, but it would be a bit difficult to get him out on the board. Yeah, I don't think that will work very well with seeing double. Train Stewards definitely do not have much room anymore in this deck. So let's get rid of 2 of them. Ice Lancers will be next. We do want the next level of the Architect. And from now on, I aim for kills on the bottom floor, if that's possible. Because we already lost quite a few points. Because we didn't kill on the first floor. Right here it's a bit tricky though. I guess we have to set up on the second floor here. We can always cave in these guys later. I need some morsel generation here. And we do get a very nice way to generate a bunch of morsels. Oh no! I forgot about seeing double. I will quickly restart this just because I made such a stupid mistake. I will not restart to optimize our fight for points, but if I make such a blunder, I will use it just to keep me in this game for now. So we need to start with offering token. Nope, did I just give this guy some armor? Packed morsels. We need to start with the morsel placement before we play Overgorger. Overgorger wants damage shield more than lifesteal, I guess, but the same goes for the construct. Construct is more important. Let's go with lifesteal here. We got damage shield here. Lifesteal as well, and we shroud Mitosis on the top floor to get our Overgorger ready. We do lack some damage to kill the Collector, sadly. Monster Train's daily player peak is pretty close to Rim Worlds now. Ooh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Would love for this cave-in to have something like permafrost, so we could more easily keep it for the right turn. Currently not possible though. I think I will use this opportunity to purge one of the calcified embers. This is a good chance to play Titan's Tooth. Let's play it on the bottom floor. We do give this guy some armor, but he will also take some damage to the frostbite. I still have to feed my units here. This guy still has 3 fuel left, so I will focus on the Overgorger for now, because growing him is important to me. Ah, yeah. Using the damage, I should try using the damage shield from the morsels a little bit more. That's definitely true. I do want to play offering token, but not on this floor because of the armor. And I will keep feeding the Overgorger. Ally Construct definitely needs some fuel very soon. So I guess I have to use some of these on this floor. Sadly, we didn't get the cave in here. Then again, I'm not sure we are ready to kill this boss yet on this floor. I think I will play the rubble morsel on the top, magma morsel here, and mitosis it. We do have Titan's Tooth that helps deal with these backlines after a few rounds of combat have passed at least. And I guess we have to use some morsels to jump block. We could also descend the Overgorger, especially if we can bring some morsels with us. This might be useful. Let's think about it. Currently these guys die after 2 attacks, so they will one-shot my alloy construct in the first round of combat. We will hit for 80. How are we dealing 194 to this guy? I don't really see that. Oh, there's also the... Yeah, we hit for 120 without penumbras. 160? Ah yes, because these guys dies, our back penumbra gets an additional hit in. I guess our best chance is using these as a tank. And that will win the fight for us. Because that allowed our construct to actually attack. Excavation Eruption and Gem Trove. And Ember Forge. I don't think we need an Ember Forge. But we should be able to utilize it if we want to. It would certainly make energy a lot less of a problem. Excavation Eruption a bit harder to utilize, I guess, because we need to cost reduce it first, and that's not easy if we are limited in gold. I think I might try the Ember Forge here. Drain, Cuddle Hex, Unnamed Tome. I don't think we want any of those. Maybe Drain? No, skip. And let's go to the left. I want these spell upgrades to come in. We can also start purchasing some Frozen Lancers. Permafrost on the cave-in is very important to me. And I want to be able to play Shroud Nighthosis whenever I can. And I don't think I will reroll, because that wouldn't leave me with very much gold. I think our next target is the right side here, with the Merchant of Steel and the card removal. Self-made Harpy, Spikes 4, sure. An Umbra on this floor. I think Overgorger can't be our main floor yet. Let's see if we can find a Titan's Tooth. We do. That's very nice. Yeah, I think Overgorger needs to be on the top floor. And Ember Forge, I guess, just has to go on the bottom floor. Do I want to play first? Yes. Yes, that's fine. We'll stay around at least for a good while. How much do I want to focus on feeding the Overgorger versus the Alloyed Construct? I think I want to feed the Alloyed Construct first and foremost. But I do have the Shroud Mitosis, so actually better to use the Shroud Mitosis on the top. I do also have Feast, so let's get the energy first. And the life... the health first. Lifesteal. Let's use Shroud Mitosis here. I won't use Feast, otherwise we will lose the lifesteal right away. Fully set up on top and then cave in. I want to keep feeding my Overgorger. Definitely Titan's Tooth this wave. Let's get rid of one of these. I do want the stats. And you can get some damage shield. Okay. Let's feed everyone a lot of morsel miners. And we're left with one morsel we can play. Ah, I see what you're getting at. Should have set up the penumbras on the top floor, then descended them and leave the floor to feed Overgorger. Something like that. That could have worked out very well. Potentially. We do have 5 fuel currently, but I'm also a bit worried about defense for this guy. So I will focus on feeding him first here. And I will even take the damage shield right away. Hi Elix! Nice to see you. We do Titan Proof, that's for sure. Another offering token finds us a morsel, that's nice. We should be fine as is, so I will feed my Overgorger with these morsels, and then we descend. We do have these furnaces as tanks, so this is easy lethal. The thing is, setting up penumbras and Overgorger on the top floor doesn't give me more space to feed Overgorger. The penumbras are space neutral in terms of capacity. Another feast? Not really. None of these really matters to me. Urchin spines. No. Let's see what we can get in terms of unit upgrades. Multi-strike. Think it has to go on the Overgorger now. I think that's a bit more important. We can potentially get another multi-strike before Seraph. So I am saving my gold just because I want to try for the Overgorger multi-strike Seraph kill. I will remove the final Frozen Lands and then also the final Train Steward. Could get a Heart Stone for the Ember Forge in case we want to continue doing a similar strategy as last time. The Heart Stone on Ally Construct makes a bit more sense, I think. Because we are not focusing on a super powerful construct anymore, our endgame goal is a super powerful Overgorger instead. But to be honest, I'm not sure if we can grow Overgorger big enough to actually perform as planned. This is a bit awkward. If we want to play the penance, we can play anything else. And I do want to play the penance. Slightly annoying, but I guess we have to deal with it. Now the question is it time to... We could go Alloy Construct on the bottom floor. But it does need time to get ready. So I think we will do the same strategy as last time. I do want to double up on damage shield, I guess. And then use the magma morsel on top of that. These are getting slightly annoying. I do want to play Ember Forge this turn. Other than that, nothing else really, though I can play out these weights. I will go with the Ember Forge on the top, just so they stay alive a bit easier. Double up on the damage shield morsel. Oh, I doubled up on the forge. Never mind. It's okay. These forges will at least make it a bit easier to play out all these scorches we are getting added to our deck. Let's look for Titan's Tooth. Didn't find it, that's okay. Definitely want to play Feast this turn. Let's go for a Umbra Mortal first, Feast on it, then we Morsel Jeweler and Shroud my Totems for a lot of damage shield on that construct. This guy's a bit annoying. Thinking about it, it might be time to use the cave-in to go to the bottom floor. How much fuel are we at? 11. That might not be quite enough. I do not have a... I do have a Titan's Tooth guaranteed in my... almost guaranteed in my next... No, I do have one guaranteed in my next hand, so we are fine. Titan's Tooth the top floor to kill off this guy. I definitely want to play out the Scorches. But I will also need a way to deal with these guys. This is starting to get quite dicey. Can't play my Overgorger again. I guess we have to overfill this room and then descend to the top room. Play a Titan's Tooth here. So that's already 5. I can play Making of a Morsel. I guess we have to skip the Titan's Tooth. Sure, I think we can get away without it. Yeah, I thought about that, but that would also mean we would have trouble dealing with the first wave of them. I will overfill this room. Then cave in these guys. Wait. Ah! I thought I had 7 units here already. And now this is a problem. Now we can't feed anymore. I'm making things harder and harder for myself in this combat. I am guaranteed to get the Titan's Tooth here at least. I do want to play Overgorger. Ideally these two cards. I guess Shade Splitter has to go. And then we Titan's Tooth on the top floor. And we can finally start feeding our Overgorger. Ah! I'm just so bad with seeing double. Just terrible at it. I have a really hard time wrapping my head around that effect. Almost enough. And the frostbite does make the difference. That would probably not help me much because I'm not looking at that, but yeah, it would certainly be nice. Easy Shroud Spike. And I think it's time for us to get extra capacity. Nope. Draw. That you would have died long time ago. Yeah, not really. But in the end, I managed to win the fight, but I completely lost any chance to feed my Overgorger, so now we are way behind. The only thing I can hope is that Shroud Spike is able to make up for it. Volatile Gorge. Yeah, this is a Volatile Gorge deck. Sure. Definitely is. Awoken Melting Remnant Umbra. Definitely Umbra. Well, Awoken Spikes would be nice. Awoken. I was hoping for the spikes. The regen is not that interesting for us. Spikes would have been nice. Dupe a card. Shroud Spike, I suppose. And let's get the final Penumbra upgrade. Double Penumbra is now a pretty solid source of additional power for us. On the floor we play him in. Makes it much easier to set up on the bottom floor. Definitely kill these guys off. And I think we go Penumbra on the bottom floor and start feeding our Overgorger. Packed morsels, that's nice. I do want some more. Definitely want health and lifesteal. Damage shield, not that important right now. I would prefer health. No health, okay. And we use the damage shield and the lifesteal. We can start preparing the other floors, but we need to keep in mind the capacity for seeing double. Let's see what we have for morsels. Excavator. Not that important to set up the construct just yet, I think. I guess we can go for a Shroud Spike turn here. On the other hand, Trimatosis is almost as good. Yeah, I think we wait. We need more health on this guy first. With the Morsel Miner. These are 6 units right now. It's going okay. Not amazing, I would say. I guess I will set up the... I probably should set up the Ember Forge instead, huh? Alloy Construct can't kill this guy. And I don't want to kill him. I mean, I could Shroud Mitosis to kill him, but that would be... not very satisfying. I still think we do it. Now here's the problem. We are in a situation where our Overgorger would die. The Antumbra Morsel Shroud Spike interaction could fix that. We do have lifesteal. We take 23 damage. Okay, should be fine. Might as well eat the final one of these. Let's see what we get. Rubble Morsel. Not quite what I wanted. I guess we have to use Descent this turn. Cave in this floor. Cave in this floor. And then we will Shroud Mitosis this guy. And we will Titan's Tooth this floor. Okay. I might as well play another Titan's Tooth here. Titan's Tooth prevents a lot of damage. And we need to get some decent morsels here. I will use the Shroud Spike on this one. We will get a lot of energy back, allows us to make good use of the other morsel generation cards here. I do have to decide between using Shade Splitter or Cave In. Second currently, nice. Good job, Thanatos. Damage shield, okay, that's what I was hoping for. We need some defensive morsels right now. Making of a morsel is actually pretty good for that. Okay, that's a nice set of morsels we get here. Let's throw into Feast. That would help a lot. Feast is still in the deck, so I will try to go for it. Didn't get it, sadly. So... I do want to play the Ember Forge, but I do not have the capacity for it. We do have the kill already, but I want to use this opportunity to feed my Overgorger some more morsels. Cave-in is the way to go. That's a lot of morsels. Okay. Our Overgorger did grow quite a bit in this combat. Maybe that's enough to make up for the fell combat I messed up. Preserve Mollusk Mage Drain. Nope. So our Overgorger is still a little weak. Not quite enough to deal with Seraph with just that. But I still wanna try. Try for it. I do want to remove the Ember Forge now. As well as a Shade Splitter, I suppose, or Making of a Mortal instead. No open slots left. Yep. Relics, do we have any? Oh, Gorge triggers an additional time. Nice. But we might need the Forever Flame to actually be able to set this mess of a deck up. The Fossilized Fangs isn't as important anymore. Yep. I prefer the Forever Flame. And we do have another removal. I guess the Shade Splitter can go. And finally another Making of a Morsel. And then we see if we can find a way to beat Seraph by overstacking an insane amount of triple strike Overgorgers. This alloy construct will be my top floor defense. Penumbra can go on the bottom. I definitely need to start feeding because I prefer the lifesteal and damage shield morsels over the 5/5s, but there's definitely a chance that that was a mistake. I want the energy. We do draw 10 cards a return. Let's go for the pack morsels. Start this thing down here. This will kill the Lightwings as well, by the way. Okay, Overgorgers. I do wanna double play these. I could get a lot of damage in on Seraph if I Overgorge on the top floor. That's pretty solid. And even more damage if I Titan's Tooth here. Potentially even twice. In fact. Packed morsels. And Shroud might go with this guy. Feast. And play another set of morsels. I will keep the Overgorger in the deck, just so we can use it doubled up. And I will try to draw into it here. We did not just get it, we even got it with 0 energy, so we can play it. Seraph tries to flee our Overgorgers, but I won't let that happen. We can use the Rubble Mortal to feast, which allows us to play a Titans too. Not quite enough, not quite enough, just a little bit short. I probably should have got... Nope, that wouldn't have worked. But we do get the kill this turn, easily. By the power of doubled up Overgorgers. We do get a 6th turn boss rush, which is pretty nice, I have to say. We could have gotten a 7th turn if I didn't mess up the fell fight, and well, because of that was unable to feed my Overgorgers. But I will take it. That should put us at a nice spot in the top 10 at the very least. We do get 47,710 points. Let's see the run summary. Our Overgorgers 126 times 3 at the end. We didn't feed them at all in the last combat, so they are the same power. We did lose a few points early on because we set up our boss rushes on the top and then on the middle floor. But after in the 5th combat and beyond, we always got the 3-turn boss rushes as well as the trial bonus, 0 damage taken. We didn't have a lot of gold left at the end, but that has to be expected with Tithe being a modifier. And let's see where we are right now. We are at 4th place, a little bit below Heidegger, Thanatos and Lyric.